Hey you guys, it's Nicole, and I am here simply because even though I did talk about Maggie in my 6 and 7 month postpartum update, I am still getting quite a few people asking me what happened with Maggie, where is she? Is she still living with us? All this stuff, blah 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 blah. And so I decided that I would just make a video about it, and if people still ask me about it after that, then I'm just gonna be like, really, dude? Come on. So, yeah. But I've recorded this video, or tried to, about 3 different times. The last time I was recording it, I was just about done, and my mom walked in and started bitching at me and blah blah blah, and we got in an argument in the middle of a video, so I decided to record it again. But yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll just start telling you guys what happened. So Maggie was on drug court probation, and drug court probation is where you have to go to court every week, and there's a lot of expectations when you're in drug court, and drug court is where it's for anybody who's on probation and has had a drug issue, and it helps you to pretty much stay distracted, put you in positive activities, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And it's a huge commitment, it really is. But Maggie was on drug court probation, and she was doing really, really, really well. She was 100% sober, and the only one in the program who was actually trying and was actually sober. But she was getting really fed up because all these other kids were using drugs, but they were diluting their UAs or hiding it or like getting clean or whatever before they could take their drug test. And a UA is a drug test, if you didn't know. So I'm going to be using that term quite a bit in this video. But so they were screwing with their UAs, because there's different ways that you can get a UA to come out clean even if it's dirty. So they were all doing that, and they were all getting praised and all this stuff, and Maggie was the only one who was actually completely sober and was actually trying, and she kept getting diluted UAs, where a diluted UA is not a positive, it's not a negative, but it's invalid. And if you get an invalid UA, then it counts as a dirty UA. So, she kept getting diluted UAs, and nobody knew why. Maggie didn't even know why, but we all knew she was sober. Everybody in her family, knew she was sober, because you can tell when Maggie's not sober. So, we all knew she was sober. We knew she was trying, and they kept trying to send her to jail. The drug court, they kept trying to send her to jail because her UAs kept coming out diluted, and they even made my mom pay $65 to do a hair follicle test, and they were all positive that they were going to find stuff in Maggie's system, and they didn't find shit. So it's just this big old ordeal where Maggie was completely sober, yet the drug courts were trying to find any possible way to screw her over and put her in jail. And I honestly have a very negative opinion on the court system in Canyon County, which is the county that I live in. Maggie's EBT officer, which was her house arrest officer, straight up told us that he wants to quit and find a new job because the courts here don't give a shit about the kids. All they care about is the money and how they're going to make money off of anybody who has to go through the court systems. So I don't have a good opinion on the courts in the first place. And so for them to do that and to try and come up with any possible way that they can get Maggie to go to jail, it was pissing me off, and naturally it was pissing Maggie off. So eventually she did end up going to the doctors, and it did turn out to be a medical reason why she was getting diluted UAs. I can't exactly remember the medical reason, but I do remember her going to the doctor and actually coming up with a reason why she was having diluted UAs. And so, hold on, my arm itches. So yeah, she kept getting diluted UAs, and so eventually she became fed up with the drug court program. She just wanted to freaking get off probation. She kept coming to all these obstacles where she couldn't progress in her life or in her future because of drug court. And because they have a lot of expectations, they make you do these classes, they make you go do programs, community service, all this stuff. And so she never could do what she wanted. She could never, progress her life. And so she just one day decided, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be on probation anymore. I just want to top out my time. So, topping out your time means instead of serving probation, you actually go to jail for a certain amount of time, depending on your charges or who you are. And after you serve your time, then you get out of jail and you're off probation. So, Maggie just wanted to top out her time. She only had 49 days left, or she only had 49 days hanging over her head, and I kept telling you guys that she was in there for 3 months, and apparently I was wrong. She has not been in there for 3 months. She's been in there for a month and a half, but the reason why I thought she had been in there for 3 months is because when she went in there, then that's what they kept saying is, oh, Maggie's going to be in there for 3 months. She has 3 months hanging over her head. And so I was like, all right. So I rarely ever keep track of time or dates or anything like that. So time, I didn't really keep track, and I just figured, oh, she's going to be out pretty soon. She's been in for 3 months. So apparently she has only been in for a month and a half. But yeah, so she wanted to top out her time, but and what they kept doing with the other kids who were screwing up is they would screw up and then they would kick them out of the drug court program and then just send them to top out their time. Well, Maggie, she just straight up asked them, can I top out my time? And they said no. So Maggie was like, fuck you guys, I'm going to make myself get kicked out of this program and I'm going to top out my time whether you like it or not. So, that's what she did. I believe that she should have just, if she wanted to do that, just skip court, and they would have sent a warrant out anyways since she skipped court. But Maggie decided, being the type of person that Maggie is, that she wanted to go all out and make sure she got sent to jail. So she not only skipped court, she started smoking weed with Dallas. She admitted it to us that she was getting the weed from Dallas. She started doing Norcos, just doing drugs again pretty much. Not meth, thank God, but she just started like smoking weed and doing pills and stuff like that, and she was on the run. She was running from the court and stuff like that. I think she just got kind of scared and didn't want to go to jail after all, but eventually she did get caught, and she was sent to jail, and she's been in there for a month and a half now, I guess. I thought it was 3 months. Feels like 3 months, but yeah, she's been in there for a month and a half now, and she gets out in 3 days to a week. So I'm really excited for her to get out. She has sent me a letter, and I did write her a letter, but I don't think I sent it. But yeah, she is doing really well. She's very, very excited to get out and start her life without having to be tied down by probation. And I am hoping that she continues to stay sober and doesn't go hog wild after she gets out because she's not on probation. Because I know that was one of my temptations when I got off probation was, oh, I can do whatever I want, yay. But, like, that's just the temptations of a recovering drug addict. So I really hope that she's strong enough to stay sober, and I just really miss my sister. Like, I feel like I'm going to freaking shoot somebody every single day because I do not get along with my aunt, as you guys may know. Just making sure we're still recording. I don't get along with my aunt, as you may know. I haven't been getting along with my mom too well. I mean, I try and talk to her about stuff, and she just turns it around on me and makes me look like a douchebag, and she doesn't listen to me for shit when I talk about my aunt because, I mean, that's her sister, so yeah, I'm not happy right now. I hate living here. I want to get the fuck out of here and get on my own, but I feel stuck. Like, I have all this shit I need to do before I can even consider moving out, so that fucking sucks, but I'm just really, really fucking looking forward to Maggie getting out of jail so I can have her back here and actually have somebody to vent to and actually someone to talk to without feeling judged and feeling like they're not hearing me, or they're not, like, they don't give a fuck, like, I just am so excited for her to get out, and I also am really excited for her to meet Sean. And if you guys didn't know, Sean and I are dating now, and so I do have a new boyfriend. I'm excited, super excited for her to meet Sean. She's never met Sean. I'm super excited for her to meet Corey, which is my friend Kendra. You guys have heard me talk about her a lot. I'm excited for her to meet Corey, which is Kendra's, he's like my dad. He's a friend of Kendra's, and he's like my dad. He's like 40 years old, but he is like literally like my dad. He has been there so much for me since I've known him in the past couple of months, more than my father has actually been. So I consider him my father, and, well, not my father, but my dad, like, I consider him as a dad figure. And I'm so excited for Maggie to meet him. She never got to meet him before she got locked up, and I'm excited for Maggie to meet Sean's roommate and his friends, because I feel like Maggie needs some people to actually, some cool people that are actually going to be, like, good influences on her and stuff, and keep her away from meth and drugs and shit. So I'm super excited about that. And also, I think I'll throw in a little updates right now, but yeah, actually, I don't really think I have any updates. I pretty much just told you guys all my updates, I guess, just about Corey and Sean and stuff like that. But yeah, actually, Corey and Kendra right now are, because we're living together, they are the people that actually took me in when my mom kicked me out a while back, and I had nowhere to go, like, absolutely nowhere to go, and they took me in and acted like it was no big deal, and we're all planning on moving to Colorado next year, and I don't know if that's going to happen, but hopefully I'm excited for that. But yeah, so Corey and Kendra actually just got kicked out of their place that they were staying, and they're homeless right now. And something that really, really pissed me off the other day was they haven't eaten in like 2 days, they haven't showered, so the other day they stopped by and I made them some food, and my aunt came in and just started bitching. She just started freaking being a royal bitch about it. Like, oh, I paid for that food. Oh, I paid for those ingredients. Oh, I made that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, really, dude? Come on. I'll keep that in mind next time I get my food stamps. I ain't buying you shit. So, yeah, that really, really pissed me off, was when she was so disrespectful to Corey and Kendra, when they have been there for me through thick and thin, and she can't even let them eat a bowl of cereal. I mean, come on, really? Like, that pissed me off, and that's another huge reason why I just want to get the hell out of this house, is because I can't stand my aunt. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand being treated like I'm a fucking child, yet her 27-year-old son who's still living with her is a fucking angel and can do no wrong. Like, I fucking hate it. I hate it. And I don't even feel comfortable living in my own house anymore. Like, I feel like a stranger in my house. I feel like, I mean, she freaking took over my room. Like, my room I had. Her and her son are in my room, and, like, really, dude? Like, I feel like I don't have shit. Like, I'm kind of just in the corner. So, yeah, but that's just a little bit of venting and updates and what's going on with Maggie. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, request videos, and also go like my Facebook fan page, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and go check out my blog. Later!